Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Erastus from Garment Creations, and on this channel you get tips and tricks to amplify your heat print business. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So today in this video I want to walk you through quick steps on how I turn my customers' hand-drawn artwork into a artwork that I can send to Supercolor to get transfers made. But I'm going to basically try to get this thing pulled off on the background there, get it situated and all that to send it over to Supercolor to get some transfers made. All right, so the brand, if you've been following the channel for a while, this is Park Love. We've done a bunch of work with Park Love. All right, so now they're just taking it to another level. Now I'm telling them like, yo, it's time to add some colors in this thing, man. So now they're adding some colors here with some hand-drawn custom artwork done right from upstate. You can see this is the artwork right here again. So this one is pretty simple, right? What I'm going to do here, I just want to remove this image from the background. That's essentially what I'm going to do. There might be other ways you can do it. Like from the last video I did, we actually used Adobe Illustrator. This video now I'm using Photoshop, because essentially all I'm doing is removing this thing from the background, get it nice and transparent so I can then send it over to Supercolor. All right, so right now I got my artwork in here. I just went ahead, opened it, airdropped it to my computer, and the tool that I'm going to use on my left side here is going to be my quick selection tool. All right, quick selection tool, shortcut is going to be W. So I'm going to select that, and once I'm on that tool, I'm going to come up here to select on the top bar, and I'm going to try select subject, right? And basically Photoshop right now is going in and they're working magic here. Photoshop is trying to select the subject that they see from the separation of the background. But you can see right now there is the dancing ants, we like to call it. Okay, so the dancing ants is going around our artwork right here. And what we're going to do, you can see so some parts is not totally selected. I'm going to make my brush a little bigger here, just hitting the right bracket key on my keyboard right next to the P. I'm going to bring this out, bringing it all the way out to get the parts that I want selected that Photoshop was not able to catch, like the gun over here. And this artwork basically, if you really look at it, what he's trying to interpret here, the brand is Park Love. You can see the PL on the mask and all that, and then the brass knuckle thing here, trying to tell you, man, this is Park Love. And yes, it is a gun right here, but the gun is shooting out some hearts that you can see. So that's how I interpret it. So it's not like war, it's all about love. You feel me? So shout out to my man for putting this together. So I'm just moving this apart, right? So as you can see right here, if I zoom in, right here in this area, the heart is not selected yet. So I'm just gonna click from the inside and drag it out a bit. So let's say this thing was going to over select. So I'm going to purposely over select, right? You can see it's all the way over selected. It's probably hard for you to see. But now, instead of me using the plus key, if you look up top in my contextual toolbar, right up here, just follow the mouse. All right, I'm going to hold down the minus, or I can hold down Alt or Option on my keyboard if you're using Mac. So I'm going to hit that, and now I can just bring this back in because it over selected, right? I don't want it to over select in that area. So I'm bringing it right back in here. I can make my brush a bit smaller so we're able to get a little more of an exact selection here. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom back in. I'm gonna slide over to the right here. And now with this heart, I'm gonna brush a bit bigger again. I'm just gonna click in here to select this heart because I want this heart to be a part of the artwork. Okay, so it's over selecting a little bit over here, so we're gonna bring this in, clean that up a bit as well. Okay, so we can do the same thing here. We're gonna select that, feel me, just like that. I'm gonna work my way through all of these, and now this is using the quick selection tool. Like I said, make sure it's nice and clean on this area. Bam. Cool. We got that one. Let's get this one here, and then this one here. See if we can get this one here. This heart right here is a little small, but we can try to get it in there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll down, make sure, holding my space key down, make sure the bottom is good here, everything is in. Look on my other side, everything is good here. So now, if you're satisfied with what your selection looks like, let's get out of there. I'm gonna zoom out. My selection is good. I'm cool with that. We might have to clean it up later, but next thing, all I'm gonna do here is just to mask this out, right? So there's a few ways you can mask it. First one I'm showing you, if you look right up here, my contextual toolbar again, there's something that's right here and it says select and mask. I can hit the select and mask button, and what's gonna happen now, Photoshop is gonna open up this property menu right here. So with this property menu here, what I can do is make this a little bit smaller. All right, so now what I can do, I can come in here and try to like see what the artwork will look like on different backgrounds. So if I move from here and put it on like a layer, this is what it will look like on a layer, right? With all the backgrounds gone and all of that. This is what Supercolor is asking for, transparency. All right, so once you see these checkerboards here, this is transparency. All right, so our artwork is pretty dope, pretty clean. Now you can come in here, we can tweak this a bit more. We can play with the smoothing, the smoothness here. We can play with these dials and see what it is that you're looking for. And then I'm gonna scroll down here to my output. I'm just gonna hit output on new layer. All right, and then I'm gonna hit OK. So now, just like that, our artwork, the background is gone, and we have this piece here that is a one-piece image. And now I can just get this set up on our Supercolor template and get this thing over to them. So I'm gonna download this one right here that is the 11 by 16 because I want my artwork to be a little bit tall on this thing. So once I do that, I'm gonna unzip it. Okay, it's good here. I'm gonna open this in Photoshop. Open the Photoshop document. Okay, so now this is what we got. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back here, grab my artwork, our guy, and I'm gonna hover over the tab with the template, and we're gonna drop it in here. Okay, so now the next thing I'm gonna do, once I drop my artwork, I'm going to convert this to a smart object. Just right click on that layer that has your artwork, convert to smart object. Okay, so now I'm gonna expand this or transform it. So you can either go to edit, free transform, or I'm just gonna push Control T on my keyboard. So right now it's selected. You can see the blue banding boxes around it. We can just make this a bit taller. All right, make sure it's all fitted within this area. So we're good here. We'll bring it down until we get our center mark. Right now I got this crosshair T that's pink. That means my artwork is nice and centered where it needs to be. Okay, so right now I can just go ahead, agree to it, hit OK there, and this is how my artwork is going to be sent to Supercolor. Next I would just save this, right? So next I would just go ahead, save as. You can save this as a Photoshop document. You can save this as a PDF and just get this sent over to Supercolor. The important part to remember here, if you're using their template, you're good. You don't have to worry about too much. You can uncheck this, leave it on, does not matter. Photoshop documents will go right to Supercolor and they'll be able to get this right for you. All right, just make sure there is no background here. It needs to be transparent. All right, so that's it for this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, drop a comment down below. Let me know what are your thoughts on this process. Do you want more videos like this? Or are you already using Supercolor? Let me know in the bottom there. What are your thoughts on these transfers? Because I love them, and a bunch of people in my tribe, they love them as well. So we want to educate you a little bit more on the Supercolor process. So let me know. Also, smash the like button on this thing one time if you're finding value to these videos. All right? Peace out. See y'all on the next one.